My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There really is no noise like Sao Paulo noise, no heat like Sao Paulo heat. The game here has always been something, and boy, this truly is something.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And we're underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Peter. It's his pace that's his main attribute, especially over those first few yards, where he just seems to glide away from defenders, gets himself into great positions, and likes to hit it hard and nice and early. That's a horrible combination for any defence that's trying to deal with him, I can tell you that.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Now it's Ferran Torres. Jones looking wide. Oh, that was vital.
Ferran Torres clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Pablo Fornals. Cucurella has it in a wide position.
Oh, sweet feet.
And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Apindangoy. And it's Manga. Ndong. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's a key interception.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
And he plays one through. He's had a shot! Goal! Spain! And there is your opener.
Was there ever any doubt? Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Cucurella. And the counter is on. Distributed tidily. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's played it back. That's a good ball out wide. Kubil has the space to scheme. There's the header! Oh, crossbar!
Ferran Torres really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's Aubameyang. Lamina. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Ndong. And it's Lamina. Not the most accurate pass. Yamal. Oh, there's a probing ball. Bouanga. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yamal has created one goal already. Pablo Fornals. Cucurella finding himself in space. Now the delivery. Oh, good climb! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Laporte. And Fermin. Yamal looking to play him in, and he's picked it up out wide. Ball in towards the middle. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And the return pass. Now it's Ferran Torres, played out towards the right wing. Yamal, so no flag here. Pulls it, gets his head on it! And yes, it's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Spain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Dani Olmo. Time and again they are repelled. Ferran Torres, he's got away. And it's Olmo. Tries one from range. Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Bruno Equelmanga attempts a clearance. That's the end of the first 45.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Spain looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. So we're underway for the second half. The message is clear, none shall pass. Ricci. And Jamal. Now it's Danny Olmo.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. In with the challenge. Oh, that is a nice touch. Alavina. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. And now the breakaway. Vermin. Great vision. Pablo Fornals providing an outlet on that flank. And here's Aubameyang. Spain are 2 up early in the second half. Vermin. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Laporte. Spread to the right. Nicely weighted ball. The less said about that pass, the better. Akanji. Ferran Torres currently being consciously targeted.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
And he was quick to react. Can he get on the end of this? Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Gabon choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Aims beyond the defence. Goes for a shot! Off the post! And he's really put himself on the line here. Tries to get it clear. Gabon have the chance to go the other way. And here's Yamal. Lamina.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nicely spread. Ndong. That's destined for the flank. Fermin. Ndong. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now that looks a decent ball. Picked out brilliant. And the finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Spain find a position of real strength now. Laporte. Now it's Yamal. He can run onto that. Ferran Torres. Chance! Lamina. Spread out to the left. Fermin. And here's Yamal. Space for him to turn and look. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 11 vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 26.
Akanji, always a very imposing presence at the back. Plays a sharp little ball here. Just to keep, and the shot! And that's a sharp finish. This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Pubil. Yamal. Bruno Aquilmanga. Tries to play it through. That's a shade optimistic. Fermin. And it's Richie. And Dani Olmo.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
And it's Lopez. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Looking for options for movement. And that's it. Spain, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Ferran Torres, walking off with the spoils, richly deserved. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
On colour. Oh, good goal! The United States! And the game springs instantly to life.
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Well, they could break here. Richards tries one from range. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's Cucurella. Ricci. For Pablo Fornals. Fermin. And it's Cucurella. And Dani Olmo. And he's chosen to go back. And here's Dani Olmo. Now it's Balogun. Pulisic.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Dani Olmo. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Good ball, good... Ferran Torres! And that is quite wonderful. A finish of true class. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Spain restore parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Laporte. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. It's played through for him. Great chance! Goal! Spain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
The goal scored for Spain after 18
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Played out wide, and it's Cucurella. Now it's Lopez, and it's played in, and a header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Robinson. Spain have scored 2 quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Adams, played out towards the right wing. Dani Olmo, Laporte, Akanji, always a very imposing presence at the back. Now it's Ferran Torres, and it's Lopez. Pubil providing an outlet on that flank. Big chance! And that was very necessary. And it's Laporte. Fermin, who does have an assist to his name. Thinks, and one more try! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better.
The goal scored for Spain after 32 minutes.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Spain go up by 2 and are looking good.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Balogun. Real chance! And that has fair fizzed. And that has been cleared. Impressive jump! He's done very well to get to that.
Balogun clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Spain heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Oh, good spread. Fermin. Yamal. And now a sudden chance to counter. Richards. Deftly away. Always onto this. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Laporte.
There will be 3 minutes
Tubin.
at a time.
Fermin. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Balogun. Dest. Dani Olmo. Spread to the right. And the referee has signalled for half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. So straight into the second half. Robinson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Pablo Fornals. Now it's Lopez. It's played through for him. And he welcomes it in. Threatening run, but a measured piece of goalkeeping.
That's just very composed. He held his position really well, and he made him make the first move. He was always in control.
Ferran Torres unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Adams. And it's McKennie. Pulisic looking understandably energised after his goal. Tries to play it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Ferran getting up there! Just cruising! They are cruising! Pomp, panache and passion! This, a man full of it all!
58 minutes in. Number 14.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Spain palpably stronger, better, superior.
Spain are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Ferran Torres under intense pressure.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Cucurella. Chance! Loose ball now. In he goes again! And that is wildly off target.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
Robinson. He's had it taken off him. Good ball over the top. Yamal going face to face with his great rival. Ricci. Akanji. Ricci. Now it's Ferran Torres. Nicely spread. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Aimed beyond the defence. And a chance! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Ferran Torres completely showed too much of that to the keeper, and he'll be kicking himself for it.
Pulisic. Dest. Akanji gets a foot in here. Ferran Torres. It's a chance for Spain to break. Pablo Fornals. Played in by... Oh, great leap! Well taken goal. This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal.
25 minutes in. Number 14.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
Substitution for United States. Number 20.
The United States choosing to make the first change.
Well, it looks like they just want to introduce a new focal point to the attack.
This is a glorious... Tries a shot! Brilliant from Ferran Torres! A finish right from the top draw!
The goal scorer for Spain.
And this is getting ridiculous! Borderline crazy!
Ferran Torres.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Another one! This must be his personal high.
Substitution for United States. Number 17.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Spain are having a ball here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
United States. Number 8. Weston McKennie. Coming on to replace him is number 11.
Ricci. Now it's Pablo Fornals. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ferran Torres has it out wide and in space. He's onside. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Cleared without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. He's on it, can he get away? Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Dani Olmo. A heavy challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Pulisic. Now it's Aronson. Aronson stood his ground strongly. Oh, such a clever touch. Spain needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
There will be 5 minutes at a time.
Ream. 5 minutes to add. There will be a throw-in. Ricci. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. To Laporte. And it's Cucurella. Pablo Fornals. Knocks it into space. Now it's Ferran Torres. And he's and the shot! And he's stuck it away! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting... And that's it. Spain have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the pre-match build-up. There's the shot! Goal! Spain! And the game springs instantly to life.
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So, a breakthrough already. Norgard. Christensen. Dani Olmo. Now it's Ferran Torres. And Jamal. Tries to pass it through. Pubil showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Real chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Christensen. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Anderson. And it's Eriksson. Højbjerg. Now Dorgu. Højbjerg. Now it's Højlund. Akanji does really well to win the ball there. Isaacson, Højlund touches it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
He is just caressing the ball. Oh, it's played in. Getting up there! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Vermeer. And Jamal. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Anderson. Christensen. Højbjerg. Jamal. Pass somewhat off target. Eriksson. Spread out to the left. Akanji cuts out the pass. Pubil. Now, can they get him away? Norgard. This looks promising. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Almost half an hour in now. Cucurella picks it up out wide. He's got away. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Dorgu. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And here's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres receives it in a good position. A header! And a neat finish. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Spain are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Dorgu. Norgard. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Højbjerg. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And Norgard. Christensen. Now it's Eriksson. Ricci. Dani Olmo. Pablo Fornals providing an outlet on that flank. Tries a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
(3-0) and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now it's Højlund. Time and again they are repelled. That's going wide left. Pablo Fornals has it out wide and impressive jump! It goes to show he is human after all.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Spain are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. So, into the second half. Yamal. That's a good foray he's making. And it's Lopez. He's on it, can he get away? And a chance! It is a fantastic goal! A finish of true class! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. You just know there is no stopping that.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. This is a gloriously greedy performance. Dorgu. He's found a way through. Oh, there's a probing ball. Courtois claims comfortably. Pubil. And here's Højlund. Vermin. And Danny Olmo. Into the channel.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And a header! It's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Spain are having a ball here.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And he's picked it up out wide. Christensen gets over and intercepts.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yamal gets into a good position. Oh, good climb! Oh, it needed better placement.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Público presente na partida de hoje. 60.810
Now it's Isaacson.
espectadores.
Højlund. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
They get a throw in. And here's Eriksson. And here's Højlund. That's destined for the flank. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Spread to the right.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Ferran Torres. He leaps for it. And that's a tidy finish. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
23 minutos do segundo tempo pelo jogador.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Substituição no time da Dinamarca.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Now that looks a decent ball. Kubil wants to run onto this. Dorgu. Norgard. Now Christensen. He's a sharp little ball here. Isaacson finding himself in space. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ferran Torres under intense pressure.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an embarrassing example of too little too late.
Højbjerg. Now it's Højlund, and it's Billing. He's looking wide. Yamal, Ricci, Fermin. And he's got the beating of his man. Ferran Torres!
Substituição no time da Dinamarca.
Denmark have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Christensen getting this one clear. And the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lovely bit of skill. Pings in a... He's rising! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, that's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Spain benefiting from an own goal. Not that you'll hear them complaining. Now it's Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Foot in. Ball gets his head on it! And that's a sharp finish! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Another one! This must be his personal high. Christensen. And they win it back again. Fermin receives it in a wide position.
Foram indicados 6 minutos
Dorgu.
de acréscimo.
And it's Billing. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, right place, right time. Goes down, but nothing given. Cucurella. And that is a little undercooked.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Dorgu has the space to scheme. And that's going to be a goal kick.
Substituição no time da Dinamarca.
Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. Biarritz coming on here, they need a difference maker.
Yeah, this will make things interesting. He's definitely one of those players who can deliver in a situation like this.
And that is that. Spain can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Ferran Torres, very much the man of the moment. His boots at their twinkling best. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strength.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started. So Jim, what would you say are the main strengths of this formation?
The fact that it's easy to dominate the midfield using the two advanced midfielders to find those...
He's having a pop! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! A finish right from the top draw! And it's Spain who take the lead!
After 5 minutes is number 10.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point, which means a keeper is well and truly beaten.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Ricci, spread it left. Now it's Pablo Fornals. Ferran Torres. Pablo Fornals has it in a wide position.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Ricci, Akanji, Cucurella. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pablo Fornals, bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, that's nice. Now Ricci, and he's quick to return it. That's a decent clearance. And that's been won straight back. Pablo Fornals. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score.
Uzbekistan definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Laporte producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Well, that has not gone well. Looking to play him in.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Out of play for a goal kick. Dani Olmo. It's a really well-measured ball. Yamal. In towards the back stick. Impressive jump! And there's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Spain, after 24 minutes in.
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
Fermin. Pablo Fornals, absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Fermin. And he goes cross-field.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Shot, surely! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Spain, after 30 minutes in.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Spain have scored 2 quick goals here. Yamal skims one in.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
In with the challenge. Now it's Ferran Torres. That's good vision. And he's in on goal. He is through here. There's the shot. And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Spain heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. And the ball is out of play. Pablo Fornals. And it's Cucurella. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Yamal. Space for him to turn and look. The ball goes in. That's an excellent interception. It's a pretty loose pass. Ricci, spread to the right. Yamal has the space to scheme. And that's a throw-in. Ferran Torres.
2 added minutes have been indicated.
And he's taking no chances there. And they win it back again. Chips it through. Yamal. It is a corner. That has been knocked clear. And here's Lopez. Chance! It's a goal! His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness.
Ferran Torres.
Simplicity itself.
Well, the keeper's clearly not happy, Peter. The least his defence could have done was go to the danger, and that was decidedly lacking.
And that is all they have time for. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Displayed on the screen.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Spain look as though they have this game won. They've been firing and scoring at will. Away we go again. He's on it, can he get away? Lovely bit of skill. Played out wide, and it's Cucurella.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Dani Olmo. Now it's Pablo Fornals. Cross into... Getting up there! And that's in! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
Goal scorer for Spain after 50 minutes in.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Spain are having a ball here.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Knocks it into space. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. The message is clear, none shall pass. Pubil has it out wide and in space. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Spain clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Nice interception, well timed.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Lopez is having a shot!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
The attendances for this match.
It's a sharp little ball here. Hangs in across. In comes the corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. It's gone out for a throw-in. Takes aim and crosses. And that has been cleared. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Cucurella. Fermin, 2 assists to his credit already. Ferran Torres under intense pressure.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
Pablo Fornals, Dani Olmo, Yamal. It's out for a goal kick.
Substitution for Uzbekistan.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Dani Olmo spots it and intercepts. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ferran Torres, and he shoots! And he's stuck it away! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Number 14.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Oh, can he get onto this? And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to pass it through. Played in by Pap.
Real chance!
Crossbar comes to the rescue.
Substitution for Uzbekistan. Number 22. Number 14. Coming on the field. Number 23. Number 21.
Into the channel. Pass is just off target. Over to the right flank. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Pablo Fornals.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And it's Olmo. Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And he whips it in. Terrific effort! And that's a tidy finish. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Number 19.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Oh, he's found support out wide. That is lovely. Laporte. Dani Olmo. Now it's Yamal. He's shifting through the gears here. Nicely spread. Nice bit of trickery. He's had a shot! Well taken goal. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Number 10.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. He's in a great position here. Dani Olmo. Pablo Fornals.
Have been indicated.
Great vision. Pablo Fornals. Can he get it through? Takes a shot! It's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Number 7.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And yes, it's him again.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ricci and Akanji. Cucurella for Pablo Fornals. Nicely weighted ball. Pablo Fornals gets into a good position. And that will be the final act. Spain really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football. And we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So straight into the action. Colombia are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this guy, Luis Diaz, is someone I like a lot.
Can he finish? Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Akanji, Fermin, Dani Olmo, looking to play him in. Cucurella gets into a good position. Oh, good climb! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Spain are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Yamal! Goal! Spain! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Colombia are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Suarez caught offside that time. Engages and forces him off the ball. It's a throw-in. And it's James Rodriguez. Plays it in low.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
What a throw-in. Spain very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Munoz. Now it's James Rodriguez. Nice defending, it's got the job done. A good play on the left-hand side here. There's the crossfield ball. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Kubil has it in a wide... Oh, great leap! That has been deflected. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That is lovely. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Tries to play it through. It's a goal kick. Ricci. Tubil. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's Munoz. Now the cross. Laporte clears without hesitation. Aimed at the far side. Akanji gets it away. Pablo Fornals.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Can he get on the end of this? And he welcomes it in. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Yamal. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Tubil. Moved on forwards. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Dani Olmo. And here's Lopez. Tries one from range. And he's stuck it away. A goal on a landmark occasion for this man who makes his 50th appearance here and now.
Minuto 42, el dorsal 5.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Munoz. Fermin producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Tries to dink it through. Vargas claims comfortably. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Spain are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. And here is the first touch of the second half. Diaz picks it up out wide. Laporte did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Pablo Fornals. Lopez, he's having a hit! Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's not an especially good pass, that. James Rodriguez. Suarez. James. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a sharp pass. Threads one in, and that could set him on his way. And the finish! Just cruising! They are cruising. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a promising position. He's having a shot! And a neat finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Spain are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Chooses to go crossfield.
La asistencia a este partido
Yamal.
asciende a 81.007 espectadores.
Looking for options for movement. Crosses it in. Terrific effort! And he hits the net. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Marcó en el minuto 62.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Cambio de jugadores en Colombia. El dorsal 10.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do.
A header! And that is faded wide.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
He's found a way past. Laporte. Ferran Torres being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they've finally made a decision to get tighter.
He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Quintero. Fermin. And it's Lopez. Searching pass he's played there. Lerma. Mojica. And he's been shifted off it. Half an hour gone in the second half. And here's Yamal. That's a smashing touch to get him away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Can he get it through? Dani Olmo. And here's Ferran Torres. Quintero, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's picked it up out wide. Played in. Big chance! And that's in! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Cambio de jugadores en Colombia. El dorsal 25.
Colombia are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Oh, that's fabulous. And he's in on goal. And he's had a shot! Cross to the back post. Sanchez deals with that comfortably.
4 minutos de descuento.
4 extra minutes added on.
Spain couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Now this could be a chance. He has a look out. Chance! Brought out the best in the keeper. Nice physical challenge. Now it's Pablo Fornals. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Spain looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch, and clearly so together. That was... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Everyone, please welcome to the
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So, time for the anthems. There's the whistle, and here we go. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add. And it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course. So with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play. And of course, the right service into the box.
And here's Ferran Torres, played out wide. Cucurella crosses, impressive jump! Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
And he skips past his man, threads one in, delivers the ball.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper. Spain clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's having a pop! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Ricci. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Good pressure, determined, intense. Can he get on the end of this? Can he get onto this? Ricci. Dani Olmo. Oh, good spread. Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Lamine Yamal clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Well, that has not gone well. Hops for safety. Cullen stood up well to him there. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Ferran Torres. Can he finish? Brilliant from Dani Olmo! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order.
Goal scored for Spain after 30 minutes in.
Any deeper thoughts about that goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
Spain have taken the lead.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Aims beyond the defence. Yamal. Oh, nice touch. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Doesn't quite get there. Played out to the left flank. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cross needs to be good. And he's there to clear it.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Ricci. That's destined for the flank. That's a shade optimistic. That's a decent clearance. And he's forced to go back.
Spain can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset.
Tries one from range. They want to be quick to recover this. Cullen. Now he's off and running. Oh, nicely intercepted. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Defending was strong and firm. Ricci. Dani Olmo. Tries a measured ball. That's the keeper's ball. Doherty. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Spain go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Spain have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Spain leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And it's made its way to him. Shot, surely!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tries to pass it through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Searching pass he's played there. He's on it, can he get away? Cullen. Ferguson. Ireland have got it back and they'll have another go.
Ireland really do like to play the long ball.
And how does that work for them?
Well, you don't want the ball just coming back at you, Peter. You need somebody in there who'll make it stick.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Lopez. Now it's Lopez. Fermin! And there's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
The goal scorer for Spain after 58
There was no
minutes.
getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Spain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Fermin. Strokes it back.
Spain are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Oh, super ball! He's having a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting!
The goal scorer for Spain
And they are disappearing out of sight!
number 8.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Ireland really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Ricci. Now it's Pablo Fornals. And it's Lopez. Spain have scored 2 quick goals here. Nicely weighted ball. Yamal going face to face with his great rival. Dani Olmo. It's a goal kick. Time and again they are repelled. Fermin. He's looking wide. Ferran Torres. Showing good feet. Pubil. Pubil just loves to go forward whenever he can. Laporte. And it's Lopez. And Yamal. No, he refuses to take the bait. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's had it nicked away. Akanji is the guilty party there. "75 minutes played." Doherty. That's really well manoeuvred.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Pablo Fornals.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders.
He's rising! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Gets a good foot in there. Dani Olmo. Yamal. Delicate ball and it needs to... Shapes to shoot! Brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach.
The goal scored for Spain.
They are playing them off the park.
Number 7.
It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. That has been cut short. Akanji. And it's Cucurella. Dani Olmo being watched hawkishly here.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
He has found the way through. Looking for the run, and he's picked it up out wide. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pablo Fornals. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's Olmo. Fermin knocks it into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And the counter is on. And that will be the final act. Spain can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Dani Olmo voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Spain definitely impressing me here, especially the way...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
There really is no noise like Sao Paulo noise, no heat like Sao Paulo heat. A game here has always been something, and boy, this truly is something. So straight into the action.
Cabo Verde genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
And he's managed to get rid. Cabo Verde are looking to go forward now. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think we have another one here who's a member of the Catalan school of total football and the type of player that is very much their speciality. This guy, Fermin Lopez, you have to wonder what it is with them and elite central midfielders, but he's going to be, if everything works out, that is, he's going to be up there with the best of all.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Now he's off and running. He's had it taken off him. Akanji.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
And it's Richie. Yamal. Now Richie. Cucurella. Now it's Pablo Fornals. That's a lovely pass. Can he finish? It's fallen kindly here. Goal, Spain! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He's such as the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Spain have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Lofted in. Courtois deals with that nice and simple. Pablo Fornals. He's in a great position here. Almost half an hour in now, and that was nowhere near his best. He's a sharp little ball here. Picks out, shoots! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, to be honest, he shouldn't have spilled that in the first place, but he recovered it really quickly, so no harm done.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Lopez. Yamal has found the net here, of course. Oh, good-looking ball. Ferran Torres. That has ended up in no man's land. Space for him to turn and look. Now, can they get him away? Brilliantly cut out. That's a decent clearance. Good ball, good take. He slings it, gets his head on it! He will be livid with himself.
Spain can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
That'll do under the circumstances. Aims beyond the defence. Shot could be on. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's come back out to him.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Knocks it into space. Yamal receives it in a good position. He's having a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out. And he couldn't finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Nearly, but not quite.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. So, your views on the first half?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
Spain have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. Gets us going once more. Spain currently ahead by the smallest of margins. That'll be a throw. Dani Olmo. Now it's Ferran Torres. Pass somewhat off target. Now that looks a decent ball. And here's Ferran Torres. Pablo Fornals! It's bounced back off the post. That was mighty close. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Spread out to the left. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's had a shot! And there's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Spain are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another
chance, surely! Yes! It's all becoming so easy. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
"3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Spain have scored 2 quick goals here. Ferran Torres looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Tries to play it through, and it's made its way to him. Takes a shot! And a neat finish! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Spain are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Pubil. That has not gone well. Looking for options for movement, and he's picked it up out wide. Looking for the run. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 19. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 21.
No way through there. Fermin. And Dani Olmo. That's destined for the flank. Played in by Pablo Fornals.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Ser substituído pelo jogador. Camisa 11.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Opts for safety. Great vision. It's a pretty loose pass. A probing pass. And he's being shifted off it. Turns back here, probably the best option. Can he get it through? Now it's Ferran Torres. So no flag here. And across. Pablo Fornals! Well taken goal. How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Spain are having a ball here. Plays it through. This looks promising. Great ball, and he's in here. Now this could be a chance. And he's there to clear it. Delivers the ball.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Chance for a shot! It's in! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Cabo Verde making further changes here, and in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Cabo Verde really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Ricci. Spain clearly now in lead preservation mode. Yamal. Can he get on the end of this? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Ricci carries the ball down the right. Vermin. Played into space. Kubil picks it up out wide.
Well, yet another interception, and
That's that, the end. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
And now, lining up for
Jim, who do you
Slovenia.
pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Jan Oblak. He's not someone you often see pulling off spectacular saves, but that's about the highest compliment you can give a goalkeeper, because it speaks to his positioning and his organisational abilities. He's just about the best there is when it comes to claiming crosses and high balls into the box too, and is just the kind of presence that spreads a composure and a confidence to his defence and throughout the team.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Shot at goal! Goal! Spain! And that for him is goal number 10.
Goal scored for Spain after 5 minutes in.
Simplicity itself.
Number 7.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Spain gain their reward with an early goal. Dani Olmo wins the duel this time. Good ball, good take. Yamal going face to face with his great rival. Can he finish? And that's in. They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks.
For Spain after 7 minutes in.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Spain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing.
Takes a shot! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Scored for Spain after 9 minutes in.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Ferran Torres. He's picked his way through, shapes to shoot! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's played in.
Well played and well cleared.
Slovenia are looking to go forward now. What a start to the game we've had here. It's already looking like a one-sided contest. Looking for the run. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he was alert to it. Fermin. Spain have hit a quick-fire double here. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Aimed beyond the defence. That's an excellent interception. Šeško in towards the back stick. Impressive jump. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Getting up there! Goes long and straight. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for options for movement. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Ricci. And it's Cucurella. Šeško. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Now, oh, he's been caught on it here. That's tidy. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Just too high. Pubil. And here's Ferran Torres. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's made its way to him. Yamal has created one goal already.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Shot, surely! And that's a sharp finish. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Šeško.
Šeško really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Some really good ball movement. Pablo Fornals. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. It's a pretty loose pass. Fermin. And it's Olmo. Spread to the right. And the shot! It's a goal! They are purring, truly purring.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Number 7. Dani
Things
Olmo.
looking so easy, almost too easy here. Cucurella makes the interception. It's a really well-measured ball, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, sweet feet. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost
3
personal,
minutes at a time.
and it had to be. Quality ball. Fermin. A probing pass. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Šeško. Pablo Fornals. Distributed tidily. Now it's Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance to deliver. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. That's the end of the first 45. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Spain really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Spain look as though they have this game won. They've been firing and scoring at will. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. This looks Pablo Fornals! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Pablo Fornals probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Nicely spread. Akanji kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Lopez. Knocks it into space. Now it's Ferran Torres. And the finish! Goal! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
51 minutes in. Number 14.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Biol. Strong running down that left flank. Ricci. Dani Olmo. That's a good ball out wide. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, good effort! And it's in! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
shot! And he's spooned it over the bar.
Lamine Yamal most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
Ferran Torres under intense pressure.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
Just about up to the hour now. Time and again they are repelled. It's a really well-measured ball. That's really well manoeuvred. Shot, good chance! Oh, good finish! It's offside, I think. Yes, it is offside.
The decision came a little late because the referee initially didn't see the assistance flag, but it's the right call.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call.
Substitution for Slovenia, number 9. Coming on the field is number 18.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Fermin. Now it's Ferran Torres. Šeško. Gives it back. Stood up well to him there. Spain do have a chance to counter here. He's found the way through. That is good alertness. Hops for safety. Now it's Yamal. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Pubil. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Yamal. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Caresses it through. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, strongly challenged there. And that has left him in a heap. Can he get onto this? Pablo Fornals. Played in by Pablo. And a header! Oh, terrific save.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Substitution for Slovenia, number 11.
Slovenia are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. So they were calling for him, and now they get him.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious what they want to do here. Just get the ball to him and hope that something happens, a little magic.
Slovenia have the chance to go the other way. Cucurella gets into a good position. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that pass just didn't quite work. Searching pass he's played there. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Biol. Great defending, strong and determined. And he was quick to react.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Vermin.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Slovenia can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Cucurella gets it clear. Only partially clear. Vermin. Now Pubil threads one in. Now it's Yamal. Tries to play it through. Now it's Lopez. Delivers with whip. Tries a shot! And there's a goal! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Number 14.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
How many? Just how many? And that's that. Spain, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Ferran Torres, very much the hero in this game. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We are just getting started.
Democratic Republic of Congo definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is... Towering header! Goal, Spain! And there is your opener. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Spain make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Lucao. Not the most accurate pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is... There's the shot! Oh, good-looking ball. Democratic Republic of Congo do have a chance to counter here. He has found the way through. Wissa. Pubil. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. For Pablo Fornals. And it's Olmo. And that little bit of skill has got him away. Oh, nice touch. Goes looking wide. And it's Lopez. Hoisted in. He leaps for it. It's a goal. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
Yamal. And Danny Olmo. He shifted it to the flank. Pablo Fornals. And here's Lopez. Cucurella got a long way forward to join the attack. And here's Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cross needs to be good.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Now it's Pablo Fornals. Now it's Yamal. Oh, such a clever... Yamal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And now they can clear their lines. Good ball, good take. Oh, he's bustling, he's had a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that has been cleared. Democratic Republic of Congo have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he finish?
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Bakambu. Kayembe. And here's Bakambu. That's going wide left. Overhits and out of play. Cucurella. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And the counter is on. Twansebe. Mukau. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
A lot, and the shot! Yes! And he is just ripping it up. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
A case now of complete control. Bakambu. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Dani Olmo. And Jamal. Ferran Torres. And it's Richie. That's destined for the flank. For Pablo Fornals. Now this could be a chance. Masuaku.
2 minutos de descuento.
Kayembe. And this is Bakambu. Great defending, strong and determined. That's it, 45 minutes up. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff.
Spain absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Spain marching seemingly on towards victory, 3-0 at the break. The second half is up and running. And it's Lopez. Now it's Pablo Fornals. Jamal. Tries a shot! Oh, how's that for a goal? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. He's on it, can he get away? Kayembe. He's a sharp little ball here. It's a promising position. Masuaku is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Richie. And it's Cucurella. Now it's Pablo Fornals. Great vision. Cucurella wants to run onto this. Wan-Bissaka. Kayembe. Could move up a gear here. And here's Ferran Torres. Oh, good spread. Jamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Wissa.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Played back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Cucurella. Fermin has created one goal already. Ferran Torres looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
Fermin. Now it's Ferran Torres. Spread it left. And that's a good... Oh, shooting chance! Well taken goal. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Threads one in. That ball looks a good one. Picked out brilliantly. Shot a goal! It's a goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Dani Olmo, now it's Yamal. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. For Pablo Fornals. Mbemba.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Masuaku. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Yamal. Ricci. Spread out to the left. And it's Ricci. Pablo Fornals. And Fermin. That's a shade optimistic. That's really well cleared. So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 23, el dorsal 14.
Cleared without hesitation. And it's Olmo. Looking to play him in. And the finish! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
That should get the job done. Democratic Republic of Congo are looking to go forward now. Masuaku. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get it through? Swings it across. He's rising! And that is faded wide.
Spain really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El
So
dorsal
we have
25.
further activity on the bench here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Pablo Fornals. And it's Cucurella. An instinctive delivery. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Dani Olmo. Ricci. Out towards the flank. Tries to pass it through. And a chance! Dani Olmo. Oh, he's having a go! Delicious from Dani Olmo! A finish right from the top draw.
Gol de España.
It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Banza. Yamal. Now to Bill. Oh, nicely intercepted. Dani Olmo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Democratic Republic of Congo are looking to break at pace. And it's Masuaku. Now that's well seen too. Dani Olmo. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Wissa. Played down the flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, good effort! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? In he goes again!
That's just playing it safe and
It is
simple.
close, but that is the last of it. Spain, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary and we should be in for something very special. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
We're up and running then.
Iran genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
He's on it, can he get away? That is a brilliant interception. That's good pressing, squeezing the play.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders, and it's very difficult to stop him once he starts linking up with others, once he's made that inside run.
He is just caressing the ball. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Keeper has taken decisive action. And it's been hooked away. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. Ferran Torres. Now it's Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Lopez. Now it's Dani Olmo. He's looking wide. Now it's Pablo Fornals. Yamal! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. So we're still where we started right now. He's found a way through. Oh, great leap! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Cucurella. Now Richie. Pubil. And here's Yamal. Ferran Torres. Big chance! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead.
The goal scorer for Spain.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Well, that looks a decent ball.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now he's off and running. Now it's Ferran Torres. That's going wide left. Shot a goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That's a decent clearance. Bill. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. He's in a great position. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
And he's forced to go back. Great defending, strong and determined. And a chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
It's a throw-in. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Knocks it into space, and he welcomes it in. Yamal, decent chance! And he hits the net. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
For Spain, after 14 minutes is...
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Spain are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
That's going across goal. Dani Olmo. He's found space here. Now it's Ferran Torres. And here's Yamal. Looking for the run. Cuts it back. There's the header! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Pablo Fornals clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Cleared away.
2 added minutes have been indicated.
And it's Olmo. Foot in.
Such good technique.
He'll try from distance. Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
And the referee has signalled for half-time.
Hello, everyone.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Spain sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. So the action resumes. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Fermin. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Spain have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Yamal has found the net here, of course. Takes a shot! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight.
For Spain.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, the keeper's clearly not happy, Peter. The least his defence could have done was go to the danger, and that was decidedly lacking.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now it's Ferran Torres. Dani Olmo tries a shot! And that's a tidy finish. They are playing them off the park. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Spain are having a ball here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cross into the box. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Spain clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
The attendances.
In with the challenge.
18,113.
Yamal currently being consciously targeted.
Well, they've been over-generous up to this point, I would say, so that had to happen.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Ricci did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to charge for a shot! Distributed tidily. He's picked his way through, flings it across. Ricci. Pablo Fornals has created one goal already. And here's Dani Olmo, Ferran Torres, and here's Lopez. Great chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's Olmo, played with finesse. Chance! And that's a sharp finish. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
4 minutes in.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Number 17.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. He's shifting through the gears here.
Number 7. Number 16.
Flashes it across.
Number 26.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Tries a measured ball. And they've got rid. That is a great pick out. Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, that's fabulous. And that is masterful defending. Iran can breathe again. Just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Spread out to the left. And he whips it in. Only partially clear.
Iran really have been poor. Wayward service is becoming more and more costly.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Cucurella picks it up out wide. Now it's Pablo Fornals. Oh, that's... And the shot! Oh, almost a sixth!
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Into the last 5 minutes. Fermin. Now, can they get him away? Pablo Fornals. He's had a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Laporte kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Cucurella. In towards the back stick. And he shoots! And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Spain pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to...
Oh, he's all alone! Can he finish? Oh, that was no routine save.
Ferran Torres clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And he's there to clear it. Aimed beyond the defence. And now they can spring out of defence. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, the contribution from this guy, Fermin Lopez, will be key again. He's got the perfect fusion of energy and good vision. So he's going to be busy skittling around the field, both on and off the ball, looking for any space he can exploit. His game is full of devilment. He's a mischief maker.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. There's the delivery. Oh, great leap! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Spain have themselves a chance from the spot. A lot of furious gesticulation, but it is never going to make the referee overturn a decision. And he's kept it out. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Lofted in. Impressive. Oh, it's fallen loose again. Goal, Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Spain make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Now it's Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now, can they get him away? And he whips it in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he can clear it away. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Good ball, good take. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And it's been hooked away. Kubil. That's a throw. Dani Olmo ventures forward, and he's picked it up out wide. He is through here. Drives it. He's rising. Oh, quality save. And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Peru have the chance to go the other way. Forward it goes. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Ferran Torres. Oh, that's nice. And it's a lofty, towering header. And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Spain very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Now it's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres!
Peru definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Tries to pass it through. Now it's Ferran Torres. And he's goes for a shot! And that's a tidy finish. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Spain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Now it's Yamal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ferran Torres has the space to scheme. Crosses it in. Bullish header! Yes! They are purring, truly purring. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
It's a promising position, played in. Flores. Spain looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. It's played through for him. Now it's Pablo Fornals. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Space for him to turn and look.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now the cross. And he's there to belt it away.
3 minutos de descuento.
Great vision. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Fermin. For Pablo Fornals. Dani Olmo. And he's intervened well there. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Spain absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Spain clearly the superior force halfway through this contest. They lead 3-0. The second half is up and running. Well, that pass isn't the best. And the counter is on. Fermin. Now it's Yamal. And he was quick to react. That has been slung wide. An instinctive delivery. Tapia.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's a good ball out wide. Fermin. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Dani Olmo. Tries a shot! And that's in! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline.
En el minuto 54, el dorsal 7.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Flores, played out towards the right wing. Knocks it into space. That looks a good ball through. He's shot, surely! And he's steered it beyond the post.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back. That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Now it's Pablo Fornals. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? Tapia. That's an imaginative pass. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Now has he got the beating of his marker here? He's having a shot! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Courtois claims comfortably. Spain are looking to go forward now. Ferran Torres under intense pressure.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
He's on it, can he get away? Pablo Fornals. There's the shot! Oh, denied at the last.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find the finish after that.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's picked it up out wide. He's found the way through. Fermin. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Yamal. Now it's... Decent chance!
Cambio de jugadores en Perú. El dorsal 25.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
El dorsal 9.
Galese breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Peru have the chance to go the other way. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
It's a chance for Spain to break. Well, that looks a decent ball. It's a threatening ball. And the shot! It's a goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Spain are having a ball here. Ferran Torres. Now it's Lopez. For Pablo Fornals.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Big chance! It's in! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
This looks promising. He has found the way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And it's made its way to him. Real chance! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product. Tapia. And that interception was most necessary
He read that
for Ferran Torres. Shapes to shoot! It's bounced back off the post.
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
And here's Lo Fermin! And that's a good finish. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Five minutes to add. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Laporte. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Spread it left. Pablo Fornals. Fermin providing an outlet on that flank. Now it's Yamal. Polo. And that will be the final act. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance.